Hi and welcome back to my channel, Sunshine the Runner. So this is the start of a little reading vlog that I want to do. Basically, I'm failing in some of my reading goals for the year, and I kind of want to do a little reading vlog to kind of encourage me to at least make a bit of a dent in them, get a couple books ticked off. So my yearly goal, doing great. I'm 10 away from actually completing my yearly goal. It's just my other reading goals that are like behind. One of which was I want to read 20 books from the Rory Gilmore list. I've read 4, potentially 5, because Dracula is on some lists and it's not on some others. So if you kind of follow the Rory Gilmore reading list, like the books that they read in the series, in the TV series, let me know, like, is it on there, is it not? Because yeah, it's on some lists, it's not on some others, so I don't know what to do. But anyway, the point is, I'm really behind on that one, like really behind. I should have read at least 10 by now because we're like in mid-July. So I really should have read at least 10. So yeah, that's not great. I also set myself 10 classics to read in 2021, and I have read four or 3. I've read 3. Yeah, 3 out of the 10. So again, not doing great. Really not doing great in that one. I did have another goal to read 5 Stephen Kings this year, and I've read 3 so far, so that's fine. So it's just the classics and the Rory Gilmore ones that I'm not doing great on. So we're going to be reading a couple of books in this that are up from those lists. So the first one is Atonement. Now I actually picked this up before Summerween, but I put it down because I was taking part in Summerween, but also I wasn't quite feeling this at the time anyway, so I think that break might have helped me. This is the movie edition cover, as you can see. I'm not a great fan of it, and I have seen the film, so yeah, I kind of know what the story's about. I did enjoy the film, so yeah, I just probably needed a bit of a break away from it. So this is like historical fiction. It starts in 1935, and then it continues, if I remember the film correctly, it does continue to at least till the end of the war. I'm not too sure how much further than that it goes. So yeah, historical fiction during World War II. So it involves, we have like 3 characters it involves. There is Cecilia, who is the older sister. There's Robbie, who's the childhood friend, and then they're both of university age, and then there's Cecilia's little sister Bryony. So during the summer of 1935, Cecilia's came home from university and Robbie's back as well, and they go to the same one. And then yes, one afternoon, the little sister, I think she's like 13, Bryony, witnesses Cecilia stripped down to underwear, jumps in the like the fountain in front of Robbie, and then by the end of the day their lives are kind of changed forever, and Bryony tells like a story of what happened, and it changes everything completely. So she then spends, I think, the rest of the time trying to atone for what she told, what she said she saw, and yeah, so it changes all their lives forever, basically. So yeah, that's the general premise of it. Yeah, so that's fine. And then the other one, so yeah, so this is from the Rory Gilmore list. It's not classic. The other one I want to read is Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. And this is on the Rory Gilmore list, but it's also one of the classics that I want to pick up. So two birds, one stone. And yeah, so it's a classic set in the, I think this was written in 1930, so it's probably a similar time period to Atonement. It's set in the south of France, but also Cornwall, I believe. So it's like, gives me those summery vibes, you know. I feel like, you know, with the weather this week, it's great. The temperatures are like late 20s here in the UK, which is amazing. So I think it's definitely given me more of a summery vibe. When I did my try a chapter, this was one of the books I picked up, and it was really interesting. And it left me a bit of intrigue at the end of it, but I ended up picking Pride and Prejudice up instead, which I really did enjoy. So yeah, super excited about this. So this, as far as I know, is the actual character, that story that we're following. I don't think you ever find out what her name is. She is the new wife, and Rebecca is actually the wife that has died. And I think she has Rebecca has like a heavy influence on this relationship. I don't know if it's like the husband is still kind of, I don't know. I really don't know that much, but it sounds super interesting and I enjoyed that first chapter, so I'm looking forward to picking that up. And yes, so it is Friday. I don't know if I said that already. It is Friday, weather's great. I'm going to go to the park and read a little bit. I think I'll take Atonement because I've already started it and just try and get a little bit more, see if I am still feeling it or not. And yeah, so it's great weather this weekend, so I'm going to be out and about enjoying it. And yeah, so let's just see how well I get on with these books, and if I can even maybe squeeze another one that I need to read, basically. But yeah, that's it. I will check in with you later. The park. I picked up Atonement, so I've gotten back into the story now. I think I'm gonna enjoy it. I think hadn't gotten too far into it. So I'm on like page 126. So I've read the bit of the fountain scene, and yeah, this is now in the evening. So we've seen obviously what actually happened with the fountain. We've also seen how Brownie's interpreted that. And then there's something else that's happened as well, which hasn't fully played out yet. So we're not at the point that she's obviously going to, she's obviously not going to start saying stuff. Because on the back of it, it does say that by the end of the day, the lives of all three will have changed forever. Robbie and Celia will have crossed a boundary they've not yet imagined at its start, and will have become victims of the younger girl's imagination. Bryony will have witnessed mysteries and committed a crime for which she'll spend the rest of her life trying to atone. So you can see she's witnessed something else now, and you can see that like things are playing through in her head. So like I said, I have seen the film, so I do know what's going to happen, but it's interesting to see how it's actually going to be written in the book, because sometimes things differ. But yeah, so we've kind of, the fountain, we know what's happened actually and how Brownie's interpreted that, and then also we're seeing how she's interpreting what's just happened. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. So yeah, I think I'm enjoying it more now. Yeah, now that I'm getting to like the more of the meat of the story, so we say. So yeah, I haven't picked up Rebecca yet. I'm gonna make some dinner. Have a chill evening, maybe go and watch the sunset or something, and yeah, I will check in with you once I've like read a bit more, I've got more of an update for you. It is Saturday evening. I haven't popped on here today to give you any updates. So I read a little bit this morning, washed my hair, and then yes, I was out for like a good 7-8 hours today. had lunch with some friends, and then we were in the park and just enjoyed people's company. So I didn't really at all read that much today. And I've definitely caught the sun. I don't know if you can see here, but I definitely saw in the mirror that I've like caught the sun like here. So yes, no, it was a really nice day. Spent it with people, enjoying their company. I have been reading a little bit this evening, and now I'm right in that moment of, obviously that big moment is happening and things are, yeah, this is the moment, the pivotal moment where things are supposed to be happening. And I've worked out why I wasn't getting on with this book when I first picked it up. I think I mentioned this at the start of the vlog. So I picked it up at the very start of July, and then I was reading it, wasn't feeling it that much, but something would happen, so I had a break from it anyway for 2 weeks. But what I figured is, because I'm in that moment where it's just starting, the pivotal moment is in like, Bryony's obviously, you know, doing what she's supposed to do, and yeah, this big thing is going to happen now, and it's basically in the middle of the book. So yes, I think because it's written in the synopsis, and because I've seen the film like a couple of times, it's been a long time since I've seen it, but that moment definitely happens much quicker in the film. And yeah, it just feels like it's taken until halfway in the book for that pivotal moment to happen. And now, yeah, like I said, I am enjoying it now, but I think it was just very slow in that beginning, and I think having that break, reading other books, did definitely help me come back to this and actually enjoy it a bit more. But yeah, it feels like it's taken a long time to get to that pivotal moment in the book, because I've obviously seen the film, but it's kind of like there isn't that much left of the book for other things to happen, like, you know, for us to really get to the meat of the fallout of that moment. Sorry, I know I'm being really vague, but I don't want to like ruin anything. So yeah, we'll see how I get on with it. Like I said, I am enjoying it a lot more now. I haven't picked up Rebecca yet. I might start to pick that up tomorrow. I'll see how I feel. And yes, it's going to be another scorcher of a day again here in the UK. So yeah, I'm going to be outside again, hopefully near some water. And yes, tomorrow I'll try and get a little bit of my camera, like I did have it with me today. Just, yeah, I was just busy, you know, actually enjoying myself, and just didn't feel like picking up my camera. And yeah, that's it. Not much of a reading update really. But hopefully tomorrow I'll have a much better update. I'm going to read a little bit more before like going to sleep and stuff, because it's still early. But yeah, that's it for the moment. I will check in with you later. Hello, it is Sunday, early evening. It's been another scorch of a day. So you would have seen that I did go out. It's in a park, had like sushi for lunch and everything. And I did pick up Rebecca. I don't know if it's just me, or do you find when like it's really sunny and you're outside, whether it be like the park, sorry I have the windows open, I think you can hear traffic, but like you're in a park, or even if you're like go to the beach or something, like you feel like you're always going to read loads and you just don't. Because that's what happened to me today. So I've read like 37-ish pages of Rebecca, so I just had to clear my memory card because yeah, I'd run out of space. So I was speaking about atonement. So yes, I'm on part 2. So I picked this up, sorry, after Rebecca, because I felt like I'm still like kind of starting to, you know, get into the story. So I felt like picking up atonement because it's something I'm already established the facts type of thing. So I'm in part 2, so the eventful event has happened, and this is now flash forward, and it's during the war, and Robbie has been deployed and he is in France. So I'm on like page 211. So yes, you're kind of catching up on a little bit on the events that happened. And yes, you kind of despite we're getting filled in on things that we've missed obviously in that timeline, but I'm kind of glad that we've moved on from that initial event that's changed things. Don't want to say it because I don't want to ruin it, but yes, we're in the war now, so that's good. I am enjoying it. Like I said, I think the first part, it took too long to get to that event personally for me, but I still think it's an enjoyable read. It's not going to be 5-star, I know that for a fact, but what my actual rating is, we'll see, depends how I feel towards the end. But yes, I'm going to continue with this, and then I think I'll probably pick up Rebecca again tomorrow. But yes, it's a good start. Just kind of getting introduced to the characters, and in this, I know that you'd never find out the new Mrs. De Winter's name, but it has already been mentioned a couple of times, like, oh, your name's really unusual, it's lovely, and it's just like what name it's supposed to be, but I know never going to find out because I have heard that from other people. And yes, that is it. I've had a nice day, going to make dinner, and chill, read a little bit more. Hi, it is Monday evening, and as you can see, while I was working today, did some reading this morning, lunch, and then yeah, I went to the park. Sorry, my hair is like crazy. I went to the park, enjoyed it. Another super hot day, like, oh, it was so hot when I was working. I've just showered, so I'm all nice and fresh and clean. And yes, I want to say like 30 pages. I have like 40 pages left. So I'm in part 3 now. So part 2 was following Robbie when he's in the war and they're retreating through France. And then, like I said, it was like kind of recapping a little bit that's happened in the previous years. Now we are reading from Bryony's perspective. So it's now, again, it's the same period of time, it's in the war, so she's 18 now. And obviously she's living with what happened, the issues that she caused. I don't want to spoil anything. So yeah, we've caught up with her, and she was training to be a nurse, and obviously she's just kind of gotten thrown into it now because people are coming back from the war and they're having to deal with all these injuries. So yeah, it's just retelling through that. So I'm sure there's not that much left, so I think we're going to wrap up the storyline between her, Robbie, and Cecilia, who we actually haven't, she's also a nurse. It was mentioned in Robbie's bit, but we haven't actually had anything written from her perspective in these parts, so it'll be interesting to see if we get her side of things and to see what happened. But yeah, really enjoying it. It was nice and lovely outside. I'm gonna make dinner. I'm gonna have another one of those wrap things because it's just too hot to eat hot food, basically. Not complaining, I'm enjoying the hot weather. And yeah, so that's it for the moment. I will check in with you once I finish this, and then I'll be picking up Rebecca. I thought I would actually finish this by now, but as you saw on the weekend, I spent time with people, enjoying people's company. I didn't have my nose in the book, so that's fine. Sometimes, you have to choose. Life happens, it's better, to spend it with people, though I do love my books. But yeah, I will check in with you once I have finished that. Hopefully this evening, if not tomorrow morning. Hello. It is Tuesday afternoon. I've just finished work, and I finished Atonement this morning when I was having my breakfast. And yes, I did enjoy it. I think the ending is ever so slightly different from the film, but it's been years since I've seen the film. I haven't decided on my rating yet. I do like to kind of leave it a day or so I can like think and see how much I actually am thinking about it. But I did enjoy it, but I'm thinking maybe a 3.5 stars, because that first section I felt like was just too long, whereas in the film I feel like they condensed that first section, basically, because that first section, the first half of the book, is just one day, and I felt like it could have been shorter, and also I feel like when you kind of, they recounted a little bit that happened in that, it jumped 5 years and it recounted a little bit what happened to begin with and a few bits that happened in between. But you never read in that moment, if that makes sense. So I think they could have like, I don't know, I feel like it could have been written that way. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But I think I might actually prefer the film on this one. I don't know. I'm not somebody who usually prefers a film, but I saw the film several times before the book, so I don't know. But anyway, 3.3, 3.5, I need to think about it. So I'm going to be going back to Rebecca, which is really good. And yes, I need to edit a video that's supposed to go up tomorrow, but because it's still extremely hot, I'm going to be going out, so maybe this evening I'll edit. I did a little bit of editing at lunchtime, so I haven't read anything since this morning. And I discovered, I totally forgot to mention this the other day, I discovered that there is a One Tree Hill podcast, Drama Queens, and it's Hayley, Brooke and Peyton that are the hosts, and it's so good. I've caught up with all the episodes now, but because I was listening to that podcast, I discovered that there's a Gilmore Girls one done by Luke, and yeah, I'm just starting to listen to it. There's way more episodes of that, but like it's him rewatching it from the beginning, kind of like with the Drama Girls one for One Tree Hill. They're rewatching it and like speaking about it, so that's just really great. I thought it was appropriate that I found the Gilmore Girls one while I'm reading Gilmore Girl books. Sorry, the window's open just because it's so hot. And yeah, that's it. That's my update for the moment. And yeah, I need to get into Rebecca now. And yeah, I'll catch up with you later. Hello lovely people, it is Sunday, so I think I haven't actually given you a spoken update since Wednesday. Like I did film a few clips and things, but yes, I haven't actually spoken to you since like Wednesday. So I've had like friends come down and visit me across the weekend, so I have not read since Friday, and I didn't read much on Friday because I was trying to edit this vlog, because yeah, I wanted to go up today, Sunday, and yes, I was editing and I realised I don't have an outro clip. So I got to page 185 on Rebecca. I am really enjoying it. The new Mrs. De Winter is they're now at Manderley, which is like down in Cornwall, I think, and yeah, she's starting to like find out like the people within around like their group and stuff, and she's getting to find out like bits and pieces about Rebecca, what people thought of her, what was their impression, and kind of what happened to her, because she had passed away. So yes, it's intriguing. There's still that bit of mystery, and yes, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. I am really enjoying it. I still have quite a bit to go, as you can see, so I can't really give a full opinion on it. Like I said, I haven't picked it up in 2 days, but I want to end the vlog here because my plan was to get it up today. So you'll need to just watch my wrap up to find out what I thought of it. And yes, I hope you like this. Comment, like, subscribe, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!